What's happening, people? KG is back with another video. Match preview time. Leeds United versus Swansea City at Elland Road. Another game ticked off the long championship fixture list. So let's go. Before I get into it, though, please hit a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and of course, drop your comments and score predictions below. Thank you to Parrot House for the super thanks on the last video, and thank you to Leroy Cook, also known as Cookie, for becoming a member. Shout out to you. And if you want to become a member of the channel, the link is in the description. Just helps me out, helps the channel out, and all support is much appreciated. I also dropped a video yesterday in regards to Leeds United against the lesser teams. I guess Swansea would count in that. So if you haven't seen that one, please go and check that one out also. Now, today's preview, I don't think it's going to be very long because there really wasn't a lot to go on in the presser today. So it's just going to be a quickie. And I'll say, that's not always a bad thing. So let's just get into it. Farker here talking, about our injuries. There is none. There are no injuries, people. Everyone is fully fit and healthy, barring Stuart Dallas, who's the only long-term absentee we got. Even Jed Spencer's back in training, which is good to see after he wasn't involved at all against Rotherham. Jorginho is back to 100% health, which is absolutely brilliant. Even at 60% health, he can still give us an assist, so at 100%, even better. Cooper is also fine after a bit of cramp on Friday, so it looks like it wasn't a hamstring that we may have thought it might have been, or as some people said that he may have been pretending, but it was cramp. So he ran a little too much. All right, he was running a little too much, got a bit of cramp. That's all it is. But more importantly, Strauch is available. So you would hope if Pascal Strauch, he got a bit of game time against Rotherham probably sooner than anticipated. But I would hope that Pascal is good to go and we can get that Strauch-Roden partnership back together again. And Sam Byram is also fit also. So I would easily put Sam Byram ahead of Firpo at left back at this stage. Let me know if you would do the same, or maybe you wouldn't. Maybe you prefer the balance of Firpo on the left. Maybe you think Firpo deserves another game to get his fitness up to maybe prove he's got something else. But for me personally, I just like the way Sam Byram's performed there, and I would personally put him back in there as long as he's 100% fit. Speaking about January, he doesn't anticipate it to be busy. And he was talking about retaining Nick Hammond, who's been, as he says there, he's been brilliant, key to our success, and we're gaining more stability. He's fully committed to the club, and it's a perfect decision to keep him longer. And I absolutely 100% agree. Now, I think the January window question was asked a little bit early at this stage. I kind of get why the reporters would ask, because we are approaching that season, but there's a lot of games before then. And I've always said it, and I'll maintain it. We keep talking about what we want to add. I see a lot of comments where people saying we need a left back, we need to add a attacking midfielder, striker, and I get all of that. But there are also going to be things where if we're not in control of it, if we're not in the top two conversation like we are now, then it comes a different conversation for our informed players and if they garner interest elsewhere. So it's not just about us adding, it's also about us letting go of players. And I do think we do need to sell some players, and we'll talk about that on the live stream together at some point in December. But we also have to make sure that we're still in that conversation, because I've always said, as long as we're in the conversation for the top two, we can always say to the players, look, it makes no sense to us selling you for 25, 30 million now when we can gain nearly 200 million going up to the Premier League. Now, if we start to slip out the top six, then it goes kind of back in the players' court where they can say, well, look, we're not in conversations for top two, we're barely in the playoffs. Please let me go. And from there, you don't really have a stronger hand. Whereas if you're in the top two conversation, the club is definitely more in control there. So there's a lot of football to be played, but let's just keep the form rolling. We're not losing games. It was a disappointing result against Rotherham, but let's keep on flirting with that top two. And we'll talk about transfers and stuff in a live stream later on at 100%. Yeah, talk about the windows, spoke about that. That is literally it, people. That is literally it. That was all the meat and potato of the press conference. There really wasn't anything else. So we're talking about Swansea here, who are currently 17th. They're, middling championship team, 20 points, one win in the last 5. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is with Swansea. It's just another one of these regular old fixtures. Now, we're undefeated at home, which Danny Farker did speak about today. I fully expect us to protect the land, that we're going to keep the fort, secure, and we will not be beaten at home against Swansea. I'm fully confident in that. And listen, this is their squad. I know people like to see this bit, so let's just go through it very quickly. Here's their goalkeepers. Yeah. I do rate a couple of their defenders. I'm quite surprised that Ben Cabango is still here. He's 23 now. I thought he would have moved on by now. I thought he had big hype around him at one stage. I'm surprised that he's still at Swansea at this stage of his career. For whatever reason, he hasn't left. But yeah, Cabango, he's a nice ball playing centre back. As is there's another one as well. Oh, look, isn't this the one that we were linked with all summer, Josh Timone? Or it could be someone else. I don't know. But here, Nathan Wood, I'm surprised. He was a hot prospect at Middlesbrough too. I thought he was going to go on to bigger things, but I know he was bought by Russell Martin for Swansea, and maybe that was a decision that he made at the time. But I thought Nathan Wood, like Ben Cabango, would have been at a bigger thing right now. But fair, they're still at Swansea doing their thing. Carl Norton's still banging about. Lord have mercy. Let's have a look. Joe Allen is still playing. Remember Matt Grimes, people? Remember him? Oh boy. I wonder if his mom still sticks. No, forget it. Sticks up for him just in case anyone misinterprets that. Charlie Patino in from Arsenal. Yeah. I mean, what? Yeah. Jamal Lowe, know about him from his Wigan days. Jamie Patterson, he's been around the place. Jerry Yates, yeah, it's all meat and potatoes here, boy. Yeah, so listen, for me, yeah, nothing worries me there. Oh, I had to, they have signed somebody in the meantime, by the way, who is eligible to play, and that is my boy Yannick Balassi, who is at Swansea and he's ready to start apparently. So yeah, I've already messaged him not to do no messing around and spoil the party at Elland Road. So yeah, Balassi's there, but he hasn't played for a long time. Danny Fark alluded to it in the press conference too. He hasn't played. He's been out of contract, so it's unlikely he would play for 90 minutes if he was to start. But you know him, man. He's a dangerous player, and fullback is our weakness at this point in time when it comes defensively. So, but saying that, in all saying that, and with all seriousness, I fully expect Leeds to win this one. Will we keep up the intensity for 90 minutes? That's something to see, even if it's for 70. And if Swansea can get the ball at any time, okay. But I fully expect us to get the win here. And I'm even going for it, dependent on the personnel. Because with everyone fit, that means that we shouldn't be seeing the lesser players involved too much. So I'm gonna go with a 3-0 win for Leeds United tomorrow. I'm going to go with a 3-0 win. Clean sheet. I think the defense will batten down the hatches this time, and I think that we will play a smart game and come out with a comprehensive victory. Okay? Let me know your score predictions below, and I will be back live tomorrow. It will be a live stream, of course. I will be live tomorrow for the game tomorrow. Let's just say for the game tomorrow. So, okay, people, that is the preview. I told you it wasn't going to be long today. Please hit a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and drop your predictions below. See you in the live video, people. Peace out.